Y'all can't hear when I run my the other screen. That's bananas, yo. That's bananas. That's why I need to figure out how to use the other program. Man, welcome to the Dirty Folks podcast. I am Dirty Folks. I was gonna use visual aids today, but apparently, motherfucking so StreamYard let me back on so y'all can hear me. But um, stream whatever the OBS thing. When I use that, y'all hear it beep and it annoys me. So I gotta figure out how to get y'all so y'all can get the OBS without getting bro. These copyright infringements is bananas, and all my dirty folks commercials be funny, so y'all getting cheated. Anyway, man. So today's um today's show is about D'Angelo Russell, but it's not even just about D'Angelo. D'Angelo is just the brand ambassador for what I'm talking about right now. So, see if I can make this a little bit bigger before I show it to you. Um, the thing about D'Angelo is D'Angelo was a four corner hustler from Chicago, right? Pictured here. Um, and his claim to fame is he tried to blow up the police station. I know, right? Thanks, Mitch. D'Angelo tried to blow up the police station on Harrison and Kedzie like in 1994, and he was brazen as a terrorist, right? Um, but I thought that was cold. Now at the time, when the news spins anything that Tony men do, they make it sound like we crazy. They make it sound like, man, something's wrong with us. Like, why would this little black boy from the west side of Chicago try to blow up a whole police precinct? But I understand. I get it. And this is gonna be so much bigger than Angelo. But there's a video I wanted you guys to watch. I wanted you guys to the link is in the description. It's the Angelo Robbins story, the Four Corner Hustler, right? I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'm gonna see if you guys can hear this because this one sentence I wanted y'all to hear. So I'll play it. But if you don't hear it, matter of fact, I'm gonna put the closed caption on so y'all can read it. Um, hold on, man. This is you know what, bro? I didn't even put the screen on. My bad. All right, man. So I'm not sure how much of that y'all can hear. Um, but Angelo was 16 years old when he took over the game. I want y'all to see the reoccurring theme here and why y'all colors got arrested development. Why y'all 30, 40 years old figuring out that y'all single moms and y'all baby boomer dads really stopped y'all from greatness. History is a chronicle of 16-year-old males taking over nations. Over nations. When Genghis Khan started, he was 13. By the time that Alexander the Great was 16, he had already taken over Greece. Um, one of one of Napoleon's biggest, not Napoleon, I'm sorry. Yeah, the year of the tribal warlord, goddamn right. The month of the tribal warlord. One of Julius Caesar's biggest complaints was he was 28 years old when he took over Egypt. And he said that he did it 15 years too late. He thought that he was slow in life because he was 28 when he took over Africa, money. And he said his idol, uh, Alexander the Great, did it 10 years earlier. So people were conquering and doing great things by 16 years old. Now you 16, you can't even legally smoke, nigga. They barely want you to drive. You need a permit. This is part of the arrested development that came from toddlers changing everything from marriage laws and making a statute. Because that's what statutory rape is. It's not rape. She gave you the pussy. It's a statute to say you can't fuck until she 18, just like they say you can't smoke until she 18. But I remember being 12 years old and my mother giving me a note to get her cigarettes. So all that's just a statute. Y'all going by man law, not natural law. Natural law say, man, you should be running shit by 16. And this is what most of these young warlords are doing. Um, for 2 days ago, when I did the story about David Barksdale, he started the Black Disciples at 13 years old. By the time he was 16, they had all type of disciples in Chicago: Satan disciples, Black disciples, uh, Latin disciples, and then he linked up with Larry Hoover, made the Gangster Disciples. By then, he was all 16 years old. The, the BDs and the GDs, if y'all listen to old block rap, they still exist. Nobody has innovated on that. That's part of the Arrested Development. You know what I'm saying? But I'll get into that when I start talking about urban music. But that is part of the Arrested Development. Y'all niggas ain't making moves. Niggas, by the time y'all ready to make moves, y'all granddaddies. Um, yeah, Soldier Boy was 16 when he changed the game using MySpace. So here's the thing about Angelo. Angelo took over the Four Corner Hustlers. Angelo started earthing everybody for the name of, for the name of his clique. He was smart, but he was also a shooter. And eventually, Angelo, and I'm not sure. Could you guys hear the video when I played the Angelo video? Could you guys hear it? Chat. Could you guys hear the Angelo video? Okay, so eventually Angelo decided, and this is really what I want to get into. This is the Black History lesson. Eventually, the police kept messing with Angelo because they thought he was doing something. So they kept putting cases on him, dubious cases. They'll put drugs on him. They'll arrest him for no headlight. They'll just fuck him, just putting case after 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 case on him. But nothing was really sticking. A couple of them stuck. He did a couple months in county, but then he decided that he was going to buy a rocket launcher and a bunch of rifles and go to war with the police station on Harrison and Kids. And the thing was that the only reason it didn't really work out for him is because the person he was trying to get the rocket launcher from was an undercover FBI agent. If you're from Chicago, Chicago, FBI in Chicago have had a partnership from like 1989 to 1996 to destroy every true alpha. Because when y'all say alpha, y'all thinking about who bitches want to fuck. True alpha males who are out here trying to change things to make their life situation better. So they took down the Black Peace Stones. They took down the El Rufins. They took down the Latin Kings. They took down the GDs. The Four Corner Hustlers wasn't that big, but they took down Angelo. Right? Never buy a rocket launcher from an undercover FBI. Yeah, I agree. And then when it turns around, 10 years later, after Angelo tried to blow up the police station and everybody turned on him, and eventually he got killed by his own mob because he killed the wrong person. But let's see if him wanting to blow up that police station was the right thing. So on this photo right here, you have John Byrd. Let's read it together. John Byrd was an American police detective and commander of the Chicago Police Department who was found guilty of having directly participated or implicitly approved the torture of at least 118 people in police court custody in order to force false confessions. I'm gonna go back to this, but let me explain to you guys what that is. What John Byrd was doing, he was taking dudes in the same areas, and he was beating them up with wet yellow pages. You know how thick the yellow pages is, B? Beating motherfuckers with yellow pages, then wetting them and then electrocuting them, like electric shocking them. He was torturing 20 men into confessing for unsolved cases. So you might not have done the murder, but you about to sign this confession and say you did the murder. Shit, the police could have did the murder. All we know. And they had 118 men confess to crimes, mostly capital crimes, because they were tortured at the police station. And the difference between between confession and trial is huge. If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you can appeal. You can appeal for the next 2,000 years if you want to. If they keep you on death row that long, you can live that long. You can always appeal the process. If you plea bargain out, if you make a confession and then you plea bargain out, you can't get your due process. You lost your ability to appeal the process unless you make the appeal within 30 days. Now, they don't tell you that you can appeal. By the time you found out that you could have appealed it, you probably did 2 years in the county going to trial for it, and then you get to the joint, and then some jailhouse lawyer that's better than the lawyer that the state gave you tells you, yo, you could appeal this within 30 days, man. But you don't know that. They don't tell you that. So they got all these young black men confessing for murders that they didn't do. Let's go back. Let's see it again. I'm not bullshitting. 118 people, at least 118 people in police custody forced to false confessions. Okay, so people started filing civil suits as early as 1989, and eventually he got fired in 1993. Okay, so um, a bunch of this is just bullshit about him fighting the case, and then eventually this it's happened in Chicago. So you know how these white boys stick together. For what people don't know about Illinois is this: Chicago is very liberal. Chicago is the daycare. Chicago is black Mecca. Everything that's supposed to be black is Chicago. Harlem can have a renaissance if they want to. All right, shout out to New York. But Chicago is black Mecca. Anything you think about that's supposed to be black is headquartered in Chicago. NAACP, Operation Push. Y'all get New York got Al Sharpton. All right, we got Jesse Jackson. We got Meeks. We got Corey Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, the mayor black, the state's attorney black, everything in Chicago is black, and they still have the worst education system and the highest crime rate. And then they blame white supremacy. How, son? How? Because you can't blame women. That's how. But here's the crazy thing about Illinois as a state. Chicago is very liberal. It's the daycare. But Illinois is Republican as shit. If you had a map, Illinois would be red, and then Chicago area would be blue. But there's so many people in Chicagoland area. There's more people in the Chicagoland area than it is in the rest of the state. So when Chicago votes blue, the state is blue, even though everybody downstate Illinois and Carbondale and Champaign and all that, they voted red like a motherfucker. So I'm not gonna play with you today, Nick. So basically, what happened is after Attorney Burgess got convicted for for uh, for all those confessions that he made Tony men do in the 1980s and early 90s, the governor, who was our governor then? George Ryan. Our governor Ryan um, pardoned him from federal jail, so he got to die at home. He did like 3 years in the joint, but he was giving motherfuckers triple lives. This motherfucker, man. So, so Angelo was trying to blow up the police station that was putting cases on people. I know that life. You know what I'm saying? I know that life. I've had a police officer come to me. I'm walking down the sidewalk and tell me, "Man, give me your ID." I'm like, "Nick, I'm a pedestrian. I ain't doing shit. Like, do I look like a criminal?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, shit, you look gay." He was like, "You calling me gay?" I said, "You calling me a criminal?" I think any white dude without a mustache is gay. You think any black dude walking down the street is a criminal. So we both at an impasse. What you want to do? Nigga, I got 3 assault on police officers on my record. Nigga, I stay fighting police to the point that when we get pulled over, my niggas be like, "Oh, please, just chill. You dirty." I'm like, "All right, I ain't gonna say shit." But if niggas was clean, I ride, take that motherfucking ride off again. I have had police officers tell me if I don't give them my ID, pulled out an ounce of crack, said, "Man, either is this your work or you gonna show me your ID?" I know how these motherfuckers put work on. It was one of the guys who ended up being our region back in the day, and we asked him how he got into the dope game. He said, "Cause man, they fucked up his life, and this is what they do. This is what I'm going with." Once they put that case on, whether you beat it or not, niggas is playing football in high school with the opportunity to go to college on a scholarship. Niggas is academic, whatever. Once them people put that case on, your scholarships dry up, your internships dry up. Nobody wants to be around. Y'all see this all the time with the college football players when they deal with white girls. All of a sudden, they went from the top prospect, first round projection, to all of a sudden some goddamn 20-year-old Karen said that he touched her inappropriately, and the nigga don't get drafted at all. And if he do, it's in the sixth or seventh round. No guaranteed contract, lost millions upon millions of dollars that he would have gotten as a guaranteed first round, all because somebody put a case on. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time, right? So, yeah, real talk. So that is part of the thing. So this is how they do it. This is how they fuck you up. This is how they turn smart kids with college scholarship offers into the Pookie and Ray Rays, into the drug kingpins, into straight killers, into the D'Angelos that want to blow up the police station that motherfucking that Byrd was working at, right? That this fucking piece of shit. And he a hero to them Irish motherfuckers too. They love him. They fucking love him. Fuck this motherfucking cocksucker. But this is how they do it. So now let's go here first. So redlining. Most of y'all know what redlining is, but let's go through it. Redlining is a discriminatory practice in which services, financial and otherwise, are withheld from potential customers who reside in neighborhoods classified as hazardous to invest. These residents largely belong to racial and ethnic minorities. While the most well known examples include denial of credit and insurance, denial of health care and development of food deserts in minority neighborhoods has also been attributed to redlining in many instances. Here's the thing with one person's redlining, what they call redlining in the 1970s during the Great White Flight, is now called opportunity zones. See how they rebranded it? I can't wait to see how they rebrand slavery. I can't wait to see the word they swap slavery out with. But it was called redlining. Now they call opportunity zones. The fuck? The fuck? So redlining is as simple as this. When you put redlining together with integration, you get killers, right? So you have a bunch of a bunch of black women who want to be like white women who find a working dude. We're talking 1970s, late 1960s, early 1970s. Who found a bunch of fucking toddlers that find a sucker to marry her, and then say, okay, you a truck driver, you work at the steel mill, you a postman, you got good money. Okay, I want to move with the white folks. It's always her. I want to move with the white folks. Y'all keep saying, man, integration, this and this and this. There was no single man integration when integration started. It was a bunch of black couples that were moving into homes traditionally in white neighborhoods while white people were moving out somewhere else. So when black people move into white neighborhoods, it's called white flight. When white people move into black neighborhoods, y'all call it gentrification. Once again, the rebranding is bananas. The shit y'all go for is so bananas. And that's how it happens. So now you have your best and brightest or your biggest earners leaving your community to move into white communities so they can pay 35% more than market value just to live amongst the whites, right? Which means you leave your most indentured people in the housing areas that they're allotted and assigned to be in, right? So now the police could do what the fuck they want to do because they say this is the designated jungle and we're going to be warriors in the jungle. We're going to be Pac-Man. For those old enough to remember the movie Colors, and they had Sean Sean Penn, a young Sean Penn, was like the rookie, energetic cop that want to work in a high crime area. Pac-Man. This is how you get the Pac-Man. This is how you get whatever the white boy name was that was with Denzel on Training Day. I just want to be where the action is. Where the action is never where the white people are. You notice that? Where the action is always where the colors are, right? And the reason being is because they create the crime that they have to patrol. So they'll put drugs on you, fuck up your career. They'll remove men out the house he paid for a toddler. They'll they create all this innocent crime, and at the same time, the youth are like, yo, this is some bullshit, which is why most tribes were created by kids 13, 14, 15 years old, right? Their parents couldn't control them because their parents wasn't raising them in the first place. Their parents was just fucking, and kids was a byproduct of the fuck, right? And they still are, right? So, so now you have your biggest earners leaving the community, and you have lifelong denizens, which is mostly grandparents at this point, because the parents is fucked up. Baby boomers ain't been in shit, yo. Baby boomers just ain't shit. But now grandma's raising the grandsons, and then you get the Angelos. All right, cool. So the next thing they do after they take your biggest earners and tell them to move out the community, then they take your smartest kids. Let me show y'all something else. The other secret of integration, right? Let's go back. Show y'all the other secret of integration. Desegregated busing. So, race integrated busing in the United States was a practice of assigning and transporting students to schools within or outside their local school districts in an effort to diversify the racial makeup of schools. That's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why. While the 1954 U.S. Supreme Court landmark decision Brown versus the Board of Education declared racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional, many American schools continue to remain largely uniracial due to housing inequality. So the redlining has a direct result of your school, the population of your school. Okay, cool. In an effort to address the ongoing de facto segregation of schools, the 1971 Supreme Court decision, Swan versus Charlotte Mecklenburg Board of Education, ruled that the federal courts can use busing as a further integration tool to achieve racial balance. I'm about to come back to this. I'm not about to leave this topic. I want y'all to see though. I want to break this shit down to y'all outside of verbiage. Outside of the verbiage, let me break this down to you what they're saying. What they're saying is that after Brown versus the Board of Education, and they declare fucking schools unconstitutional, um, they were still segregated because of redlining, because you go to your neighborhood school. If your neighborhood black, your school gonna be black. What I find amazing about this is that they said this is the hilarious part. They did this in an effort to diversify the racial makeup of schools. Let me tell you why I think that's so funny. You don't see white kids getting busted in black neighborhoods. That's why it's so funny. So if the reason for you to do it was to diversify the racial makeup, how come it's only the black kids going to the white schools? How come the white kids not coming to the black schools? Right? Even when they do the student swap shit with foreign students, they send the white kids to Kenya to the best Kenyan school, and then they send the smartest Kenyan kid to the best white school. When it's just a localized effort, it's always the black kids to the white school. It's never the white kids to the black school. Hold on though. Hold on. I'm about to break this shit down some more for you though. Hold on. Because we getting right back to this shit. We getting right back to this shit. So, this is very important for you guys to understand. You start right here. Busing met considerable opposition from both white and black people. The movement of large numbers of white families to the suburbs of large cities, a phenomenon known as white flight, reduced the effectiveness of the policy. Many whites who stayed moved their children into private or parochial schools. These effects combined to make many urban school districts predominantly non-white reducing any effectiveness mandatory busing may have had. Let me break that shit down to y'all in layman's terms. Because even when they say it, it sounds technical, but it ain't that deep. We're gonna send these nigger kids to these cracker schools. Crackers like hell no. Took these kids out of public school because it's a federal program. So it can only deal with public schools. It can't deal with private, Catholic, parochial, charter schools. Only public schools. Only public schools bus. Charter schools bus now, but only public schools bus at that time. Charter schools are relatively new, 15 years or so. So when they took all of their kids, whoever could afford it, to put all their kids in private schools or parochial schools like Catholic schools, right? Who's left? The dumbest of the white kids, the white trash kids. When they bust the black kids to the white schools, who do they send? The smartest of the black kids. So they've taken your black school and taken all of the smart black kids out of your school and sent them to the white school, and then turned around and let me cough real quick. That was nasty. They took all of the smart kids and sent them to the white school. Then they took all of your um, average kids and left them in that and made your neighborhood school average, right? So they neighborhood schools just got to take because you live in the hood, where all your best and brightest is born. So all they dumb kids get your smart kids so they can keep their school funded, right? They keep their school funded. Their schools stay open. They don't shut their shit down because they meeting or exceeding all scholastic uh measures because of your black kids. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they white kids don't know shit. You carrying in school. You put the team on your back and you don't even know it because you're just in third, fourth, fifth grade, whatever. And you helping them white kids get money. And you help the white schools get money because they get additional funding for busing, for taking bus kids, right? So now you're enriching their school so they have better services and you keeping their grades up because you the smart nigga kid. And meanwhile, your schools have less funding, less lower test scores, and at risk of being low performing schools in your communities because y'all fall for integration and because of RedLining. So now you living in the jungle, which I call the daycare. So now you living in the daycare. And everybody comes to the daycare just to eat. Just to eat. I travel, bro. I travel. So once upon a time, I was in a custody court because somebody said she might have had my daughter, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to court and take a blood test, and go through all the bullshit with the court system, and they read my rap record, and the state is trying to tell a judge how I wouldn't be a worthy person if I was the child, but we ain't even got the blood test yet. She like, yo, you want to be worthy because this man's been arrested 68 times. I said, 68 times? No, I have been convicted 68 times. I said, God damn, 68 times? I should be under the jail. I'm scrambling trying to remember, like, when the fuck did I, 68 times? I ain't never been to the penitentiary, none of that shit. I'm like, how the fuck did I get arrested 68 times? Bruh. Traffic. Because police used to harass me because when I was young, I looked even younger than I was. So when I was like 19, 20 years old, I looked like 14. And I'm driving, you know, fucking hood cars like Regals and Park Avenues and old school caddies and shit. And I'm riding and they just pulling up behind me all the time, fucking with me. And they trying to figure out a way to just fuck with me. So they be like, man, your tail light out. How the fuck you know my tail light out, nigga? You busted U-turn. How you see my tail light from the front? Oh man, you need a city sticker. I don't need no city sticker. My shit ain't even registered in the city. And they just want to fuck with me and fuck with me. And every time I got a ticket is a bond slip, no matter what type of ticket you get. So you know a bond slip, you know how bond slip works. That's why you need bonds in certain places. Every bond slip denotes an arrest, right? That you have to pay the court. So when you get a traffic ticket, you can sign off on it on the spot. So every ticket I got was a case, according to the courts. I'm like, the fuck? So out of 68 cases, 65 of them was traffic. But they use that to make it seem like I'm an unfit human being, like I should be under the jail. And I'm like, no, I got police profile a lot on the south side of Chicago. And the reason I know it was racially motivated because I've traveled all through this land. I've traveled all through this land with no city sticker, no license plate sticker, no driver's license, no insurance. I'm just riding. Ride to Iowa, Waterloo, Iowa, uh, Sioux Falls, not Sioux Falls, South Dakota, uh, fucking just Atlanta, Georgia. I'm talking about places I just drove. Fucking Clarksville, Tennessee. Uh, bro, I just be driving, B. I just be driving to go to different places to fuck different bitches that I meet online and shit. I be driving. Fucking Cleveland, Ohio. I never go to Cleveland again. Shit in Cleveland. But I'll just be driving. Never get fucked with, bro. Never get fucked with. And if I'm in a high crime area, case after case after case. Bullshit. They just trying to get a rap sheet. So if you ever do something big, they can really smack you. Right? That's part of the redliner. That's part of the police creating the cases so they can have a reason to just oppress you. Right? So when you look at somebody like this soldier right here, man, oh my man said, I lost Angelo. There you go. When you look at somebody like this soldier right here, man, know that he was blowing up that police station for you and me, and for the mob, and for the folk one hustler. You know what I'm saying? And for the force. But for you and me, as a subsidiary, you're blowing it up for the folks, right? Um, Angelo to me is Black history because, and I speak about this often, the disconnect between it, the who y'all call the Pookies and Ray Rays, but you only call them. I ain't gonna call that. For who y'all call the Pookies and Ray Rays, and who y'all call the high value men, right? The disconnect is that the HVMs never talk to the Pookie and Ray Rays, right? Y'all gotta understand that I'm both. That and I have literally done this. Literally done this. I have literally left City Hall to speak to. At that time, it was Rahm Emanuel. I have, and you know, Rahm Emanuel used to be the head secretary, or whatever the fuck, for Barack Obama. Barack got his ass out the White House and made him mayor of Chicago, even though he didn't have no Chicago residence. Ain't no way in the world he should have been a mayor. But so hold on, let me get this motherfucker. All right, so I would literally leave City Hall arguing with fucking Latasha Thomas, goofy dyke ass, and then come to the hood and be on the block like what up, folks, and be comfortable in both spaces. But I knew the people in City Hall would never talk to the people on the block. And I know the people on the block ain't gonna do shit but complain about City Hall. So you get the D'Angelo Roberts of the world out here who lay everybody down. Um, they doing it for the block, but they had the right idea, but they had poor guidance because nobody from City Hall talks to the cats on the block, right? That's the disconnect with the colors. It's not just it's a bunch of disconnects. But hell yeah, pimps up that like button, players. That like button. And then like and subscribe, share this shit, man. I'm giving y'all what God loves. Send me some money. Oh, Summers on Cash App, nigga. Look, so um, this is where I'm gonna go with. Part of being tribal and a part of the reason that y'all guys feel disenfranchised It's based on the system in play, right? And honestly, y'all don't even care about the system. Y'all only care about the bitches. Y'all really, when y'all say y'all save yourself, y'all saving yourself from bitches. Y'all not saving yourself from the system. You just don't like what the system did, how they weaponized your bitches. That's all. Fellas run a daycare. You can create your own daycare. Um, I'm gonna let y'all talk today. So what ended up happening? To long story short, Angelo got killed in 1994, so he didn't get to live to see this. But all this was gonna happen anyway. Um, by 1995, the feds had left the west side, moved over to the south side, and they took down the GDs. Right. I want to show y'all something. I wasn't gonna show. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you. I am gonna say this though. This is gonna be one of the shows. Uh, this deserves to be its own show. Deserves to be its own show. Um, but now I talk about it when I'm set up for it. When I'm set for it. There was a organization called 21st Century Growth that came out around the same time, and what the GDs were doing was they were buying politicians. Carol Mosley Barnes, a couple of local aldermen, and they wanted the mob to get into politics. They wanted us to have a real voice in politics to talk about the issues that affect us directly. Over policing, lack of opportunity, lack of jobs, why all of our aldermen were selling all the local contracts to people out from outside the community. There's a direct uh, there's a direct reason that that when you live in a black community, all your stores are owned by Arabs and Asians because they have to get a business permit from the local official, which is normally your alderman, right, or your state rep if you live in a smaller municipality. And because of that, they high key really are selling you out, right? They're creating, they're helping maintain the redlining in the daycare, so uh, so that they can continue to say that black men are the problem, right? Even though all this shit starts with toddlers. You know, I'm finna let Tola on real quick. What's going on, Tola?
Hey, what's going on, man? You know what's going on, man. Y'all up, man.
Man,
Come on,
baby.
y'all up, baby. Stop acting like you don't know what's going on, man. You a Mason and all that, and you a gangster.
I know,
Act
man.
like you know what's going on, man. Just like me. I'm not a Mason, and I'm not a gangster.
Bro, I'm just out here broke, starving, and gang banging, bro. I'm trying to get y'all niggas in. I'm trying to get y'all exactly what y'all want, man.
What's
What
going
y'all,
on, man? I can't throw your shit up because then I'm gonna get flack for it. But
yeah.
I respect what you got going on over there, man. Y'all winning right now, man. It looked like it. All right, in the early mm, at the beginning of the last year. No, fuck that. 2 years ago, we was having a good run, man. And I don't even know niggas in Chicago. Like, you know what I mean? King Von, I don't know none of them niggas, man. You know what I mean? Lil Durk, I don't know none of them niggas, bro.
I don't
Something
know.
rubbed me the wrong way about some of them guys I've seen on the internet, though. You know, when you look at a nigga, his eyes, you know, if you a righteous nigga, you see, I ain't on demon time, my nigga. I'm an old nigga, bro. When I was on demon time, these little niggas, man, these little niggas do dumb shit. I was in situations like when I seen niggas tying up my homie moms. Like, bro, because we didn't know she was in the crib. We was just trying to do the, you know what I mean, the jerks and shit. You know what I mean? We was just trying to jig it out. But, you know what I'm saying? His son was a clown, nigga, and he used to like to hang around niggas, and we knew his family was well off and shit. So, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I put the plot together. I'm saying, but when we ran up in the motherfuckers, we ain't know his moms was there. When niggas started tying up and torturing and doing all of that shit, I jumped back out the window, bro. I'm like, y'all niggas can have this shit, bro.
Here's the thing,
I
man.
cut off my best friend for like 3 months. I ain't talked to my best friend for like 3 months after that shit, bro. Cause niggas was trying to tell me, like, yo, you like, all right, so what's up then, nigga? You know what the fuck going on with me? That's how you feel? So what's up then, nigga?
You
Tough?
know the thing about that, because I don't have no problem with the tie-up shit. Here's my issue. My
Yeah.
issue, and I just
I'm
talked
just
to
putting
my.
it out. I'm just putting that out there.
No,
Just
I feel you. I feel you. You know, I was talking to my little mentee yesterday, man. He's 21, and I told him, I said, man, I did about 8 tours of Chirac already, but it's his turn right now. It's my turn. I'm at that age. I coach. I was a player. I played. Now I'm
exactly.
older. I coach. And I said, man, the problem that they
I
have,
could put it better myself.
the problem I have is
I like how you put that.
motherfuckers uncoachable. All these toddlers uncoachable. They can't follow instructions for shit.
So they
And
can't coach.
they
It's
can't
not
coach.
they. It's not in their what you would say structure. Their God didn't teach them to be smart, bro. That's a man. It's a man's job to be smart.
You know what though? It is, but you ain't got to be smart to follow instructions. That's why you follow instructions so you can get to the right conclusion without having to think about it. That's why every job got an employee handbook.
What about a man cave?
You know what I'm saying? So you got to slide through here, and the issue is that if men, that the guys who are here to do, I don't have a problem that they shoot. I have a problem they don't know who to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, that's they prop. Yo, you
nah,
dirty folk,
that's
dirty
my
folk.
problem. That's my problem. Because the problem comes to this:
Okay, yeah.
if you don't know who to shoot, then you shoot whoever hurts your feelings. It's not even like the 1990s when niggas were shooting over money. You know what I'm saying? Taking territory, moving dope. This is, man, this nigga, he was mean to me on Twitter. I'm gonna air his block out. Like the
That's
emotion,
goofy shit though.
right? That
That's goofy
emotional
time.
immaturity shit. So you got the will to be a killer, but you don't have the guidance to know to be a protector, right?
Yeah, they like discipline.
They like discipline, and that comes from being raised under a single mother household, right?
Of course, I agree.
But people will blame white supremacy. White supremacy ain't the
That's that
only.
weak shit, man. Look, man, deflection. Yo, look, dirty folk. I think you underestimate yourself, man. And I keep telling you this when we talk. I mean, we ain't kick it in a minute, but I mean, like we don't hang out in no shit. You all the way in the rack, and you know what I mean. But we developed. I remember, man, we developed a little communication and shit, man. Hey, you been hollering at Good Bread? I want y'all niggas. I want either you interview him or him interview you on one of y'all shows, man. I want to see y'all niggas how y'all mesh because you have. I know how you think, and I know what he about. I can't say I know how he thinks, but I know what he about. You know what I'm saying? He's very biblical and shit. I'm sure you've deciphered that from his vernacular thus far.
And we
Because
supposed to be
you're an
doing.
analytical ass nigga like me.
No, we supposed to actually do a show together. We
See,
ain't
I
figured out.
can't wait.
We
I
can't.
can't wait.
Yeah, we ain't figured out what the topic. Matter of fact, reach out to him. I reach out to him. I email him. I
I talk to
remind
that
him.
nigga damn every day, man.
But yeah, we supposed to be doing something. Me and him. I'm supposed to be doing something with
Uh,
damn.
Minister Jap.
Yeah, me and Jap, we missing.
Japo
Like,
is charging though, man. That's why I don't really be
yeah.
fucking with him like
Nah,
that.
I ain't
Japo is about his bread,
I
man.
ain't tripping on.
It's like I don't got money, but
I ain't tripping
bro,
on that shit, bro. Jap a Chicago nigga, dog. Real recognize real. I catch up with Jap. I ain't
no,
tripping on
Jap a
that.
hustler. No, bro. I've been fucking with Jap
I'm
longer
not.
than y'all niggas, bro. Trust me. I've been fucking with
Man,
Jap for years, bro.
I'm in Chicago, bro. Trust me. I've heard about Jap for 10 years. Everybody been telling me to get that Jap. I just never joined the YouTube sphere
Yeah, Jab
until
about his bread though, and
I ain't,
sometimes
I
it's
ain't
not
tripping on
always
that.
about. It sounds like just trying to get the move done,
Nah.
and
I ain't tripping on the
sometimes shit
bread.
get
I ain't tripping on the
mixed up.
bread. I ain't tripping on the bread. The man getting 20,000 views a
You know,
video
Jab getting
live.
his hands up, bro. But
So I'm not tripping
I
on.
ain't
I'm not
pocket
tripping
watch.
on. I ain't tripping on that. Look, bro, I ain't pocket watching, man. I believe that you're supposed to pay a man for his need, right?
Yeah,
man.
and that's what I'm
So,
trying to tell Good Bread, because he was trying to do shit for free. I'd be like, bro, I'll
but
pay you, bro. Like what the
but
fuck you talking about?
I'm not
That
tripping. I'm
nigga,
not tripping on that. I'm not tripping on it. And
that
sometimes you do shit for the love because you
nigga
see
too
something in
nice.
somebody. You see something in somebody. Sometimes you do it for the love. But I ain't much talking about that. I was talking about shit. Angry Man. I'm supposed to be doing something with Angry
Oh, I
Man.
don't know him. I know you're
Um,
talking about, but I don't got no
yeah,
relationship with him. I
yeah,
never
man.
communicated with him
We gonna give me
in the
up there because
manosphere.
I need to be the I got my own lane. You know what I'm
I
saying? But
know, folks, and I want to see, man, nigga, you
but
doing your own thing, bro. But like, I like what you got. I actually admire you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like no cap. Like I'll admit on some shit. Like put my pride. Nah, I never put my pride aside. But you know what I'm
no, don't
talking
put your
about,
pride
bro.
aside, man. Look, man. It don't
But
cost nothing.
I think you're one of the most. I think you right now in the manosphere, you too underrated, bro.
I just got on, man. I get bigger, but man, it don't cost you nothing to pay a compliment, bro. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just a compliment, my nigga. It's actually
Yeah,
critical advice, my nigga. I think you need to take
man.
your. I need.
We gonna make it happen. We
Y'all
gonna
should,
make it
you see,
happen.
that's what it is. Y'all Chicago niggas, man. You said from Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn is very similar to Chicago, bro. Like that shell shock shit, that PTSD shit, we all go through it, man. From like, bro. I could only imagine
Let me tell you the secret to life, bro.
what
Let me
makes
tell
you
you.
the nigga you are, bro. Boy.
Let me
Trust
tell
me,
you.
man. Like get over it and
Nah,
recognize that you
I'm good.
special, my nigga. You a star,
I'm
my
good.
nigga. You
I'm
all a
good in
star,
that.
my nigga.
I appreciate that, and I know I'm special. But here's the thing, man. If you want to create change for your people, whoever your people are, whatever tribe you decide to be a part of, right?
Yeah,
Because your people ain't no color. Fuck a crayon. Your people is the motherfuckers that you vibe with. You
man.
got the same
Talk
ideology.
to my Jews. I
So
get money when I get the most money when I fuck with my Jewish homeboy Jeff, bro. That nigga puts me on the shit where like, nigga, I don't need a job, my nigga.
that's what it do. So once you decide that you're gonna put it on for your people, whoever your tribe is, this is all you gotta understand. You gotta hate something enough to want to change. It's
Mhm.
not about love, it's about hate. Like I say all the time, I hate black women. I hate black women. And
Basically,
not
what you're saying, so what motivates you is what gives you strength to go forward.
it gives you the vision to see something different. So if you love as an abstract, if you love, I'm just using black
Yeah,
women as an example.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
know
like
niggas that
that.
be like, I love women, I love black women. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
bro,
me too. Me too.
like bitches don't even love themselves, nigga. How you gonna love somebody that
Ex-
hate themselves?
ex-
Like that's
Now
stupid.
you got to work with them instead of like,
So
all right,
my
bitch, I
whole thing,
love you. I love women, but
I don't
you
even
hate
love that. Yeah,
yourself. Y'all hate each other,
I,
and now I got to work with you as opposed to like share love with you because
right.
you don't understand how to love.
So if you hate you, I hate you too. I'm gonna treat you
Exactly.
like you treat
Eventually,
me.
you get on my nerves, and I hate you too.
So
Bitch. You
so
start rubbing
so
me the wrong way.
so essentially,
Yeah, 'cause
I hate black women. Now
it's
every
hatred energy.
but
You
but
putting out the hate energy.
but bitches fuck me because I hate them, and they be like, my
No,
pussy
not
will make
you,
you nut.
not you. I'm
Yeah,
talking
them,
about the bitch.
right,
I'm talking
right.
about the them. They put out
Them,
the
right.
hate,
Tyler's put
the
out hate energy,
negative,
and then y'all try to
as
love a Tyler
opposed
that
to
hate
the
herself, and
love
then
and
she play you, and then you be
empathy.
like, why I can't love you? The whole thing is I
Exactly,
hate them as much as they hate themselves.
because because they
But
reject love.
what
They
I'm saying,
reject love
but I got hella
as it's
love to give, right?
supposed to be. Exactly,
But I got hella love to give, but I got a certain amount of
exactly.
love for
Oh,
motherfuckers that love themselves.
say
So
it
if
again.
if I love me, then I gotta hate someone enough to be like I gotta create a circumstance where I can share my love, right? And
Mhm.
just because a woman is of tawny or swarthy complexion, that don't make them black.
Hey,
Black
let
is
me
a
put a
cultural
chat
thing.
up, man.
You know what I'm saying? Black is a cultural thing, and everything black is bad based on culture. Because you tell people
Yeah,
if they can read above a sixth grade level, they think they white. If they articulate, they talking white. You said everything good is white, even though it's not. White people dumb as shit. But everything bad is black. You know what I'm saying? If a white girl in a trailer park is ghetto, you say she acting black. If Eminem wear a do rag, he acting black. So you think all this? You think you own dysfunction? Black people think they own dysfunction. They own horribleness.
yeah. You know what?
And
Yeah, that's a recent thing. That's a recent thing. I know
okay, that's
exactly
cool.
what you're talking.
That's
Well,
cool. So
they coined the term for it. It's called ratchetness.
all that, but they
And niggas think and niggas uphold ratchetness. Niggas what you would say
they
you know what I
celebrate it.
mean? Niggas
They
compliment and
yeah, they
niggas put
celebrate it.
ratchetness in esteem it in a way where like where like other cultures esteem and regard in high esteem, like you know what I'm saying, like work ethic. Or look, man, folks, let me spill for a minute because I was about to say something, but I even lost my track of thought. But just what you were saying just put me on a whole. Nah, I mean, we just bouncing energy, right? A lot of people come to this country, right, from other places where it's not set up the way that, like, they don't got a welfare system, ain't child support. You know what I mean? Even a man, look, matter of fact, it's a fucked up thing. A lot of motherfuckers be having better medical system set up. Like you could go to the hospital, but you have to be able to make it there. Because the transportation system fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But niggas come to America, right? Niggas are come to a place like New York or Chicago. You see what I'm saying? A big city where shit been set up a certain way. You know what I mean? For whatever reasons, you know what I mean? Yeah, shit set up, shit developed. It's advanced more than most other places in the country, in the diaspora. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom, motherfuckers got a bodega or gas station, or you know what I'm saying, or you know the shit we know the foreigners to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, yeah, anytime you pumping gas, it's always some motherfucker from Pakistan, India, some shit, nigga. You know what I mean? Run up in the poppy store. It's a poppy store. Who pop? Hey, yeah, man, you better get your Espanol up, nigga, if you want to fuck one of his nieces and daughters.
All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. Here's the thing. All that's tribal too. Here's the thing with that, man. And I see you cool.
Tribalism has a lot to do with it.
And I see you cool, Flip, talking about people going crazy over the Kevin Samuels.
Oh, no, they show you love in the chat, bro.
But check this out, man. Check this out. We back to tribalism because gangs are the base form of tribalism, right? It don't get more base than you can say Democrat Republic. I could say Vice Lord Gangster, and it mean the same shit to me. We all go on to war for our own ideology, right? So
niggas be set tripping too.
Oh shit, everybody set trip, right? So
that's what's going on a lot nowadays on our side.
Everybody,
you're not hearing a lot of GDs and Bloods getting slimed out. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like big dogs. You're hearing a lot of big dogs on the BD side and the Crip side getting slimed out. But when you really do the math and you really look, it's in-house shit. It's set tripping shit.
It's
Crips killing Crips.
But everybody does that. They do that in the state of representatives.
No, I'm talking about like they taking out.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Nigga who are some nigga who you might want to just let him stay in place because we need him there.
Yeah, but
take him out, then now that whole shit is a headless chicken.
I agree, but that's what people want to do.
And that's what's going on you know what I mean, the blue and the wolf side.
But here, check it out. Just let me say what I'm saying though. So look,
and BB side.
But here's what I'm saying though. All that
is shit. All that is our shit, bro. I see what's going on. That's what I'm speaking.
Hold on a second. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you the street politics of it.
We got too powerful. We got too big. We got too much. Niggas started getting too rich, famous, and all this shit. Yeah, man. They dismantled.
I'm not tripping on none of that. Look, at the end of the day,
because y'all niggas over there sick, pretty.
Everybody ain't sitting pretty, man. Niggas scared for their mama to go to the store.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that back. I retract that.
What I'm saying is, anybody can create a movement. Everybody can create a system. You put your movement inside a system, and then everything that y'all complain about ain't no more complaints. There's no reason to worry about police brutality when it only costs $26 a week to hire your own police officer. There's no reason to complain about lack of educational opportunities when everybody gets the same funding for schools. You can set that shit up. The problem is that y'all want to be black instead of being men. Y'all think women gonna do shit. Women don't do shit. Women don't build shit. Women don't know shit. Women don't do shit. All women do is whatever the fuck they feel at that very moment and fuck up men's lives. So now y'all in this circle because y'all want to be black and y'all trying to love these black bitches and hate themselves, and then goddamn it, now y'all a threat
You
to
get
the big
caught in
dog.
the
And y'all,
world,
you know what I'm saying?
that vicious cycle, that vicious circle,
You know what I'm
the
saying? Y'all,
failure
hold
and
on,
disparity and
hold on. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying though.
flush.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So if you want to go, why I say I hate black women and I don't say I hate black people, this is why I say that. Because you come into this game, black women are hypergamic, so they want the top nigga. The top nigga ain't thinking about these bitches that hate themselves. So now she's sending these lackey ass niggas at the top nigga over some bullshit. If y'all look at the BG, and I'm not gonna go deep into the BGD Duck situation because I don't need them problems. I'm still in Chicago. But if you look at that situation, the whole jam was set up by his mother, pillow talking. You know what I'm saying? He GD, she sleeping with all the BDs. When they found out the three dudes that killed them and they put the names in the paper, she knew them niggas real nicknames. Like the paper put the government names, she know the nicknames. These motherfuckers been in the crib. She smashing the niggas. They all on TikTok and IG posting pictures of them fucking BGD Duck mom. And at no point does anybody say, yo, maybe she was pillow talking. Maybe she was just talking like, yo, my son said he finna go to the Gucci shop. And they like, oh shit, we gonna catch this nigga at the Gucci shop. When you look at it, the big dogs insulate themselves from everybody else. That's how they become big dogs. So you in a situation where the only motherfuckers that can invade that normally is chicks. You know what I'm saying? So they're the biggest threat to the big dogs because they untrained toddlers. Because niggas do not train their toddlers, man. So at the end of the day, the auspice is you let Rome burn, you start over somewhere else. Y'all know the system, y'all know the structure, y'all know the infrastructure. Y'all already got a blueprint. Man, just move around and let men do what men do. And once men do what men do, women gonna follow. But you need the D'Angelos. What D'Angelo wanted to do is what all y'all colors want to do. And what I didn't understand until maybe the last 4 or 5 years is y'all want to save where you already live. So he wanted to blow up the police station because the police were putting cases on young black men. I'm with him. I honestly I understand. But what he didn't what he didn't understand in the biggest picture of things is that all that is still backed by the baby boomer niggas, all the women, all of the niggas that go to work every day who don't understand how that system is fucking up their little brothers, their cousins, their sons to a situation where they keeping that red line, keeping that daycare in the red line. You know what I'm saying? So think about this. Every time a bitch get a Section 8 voucher, she live in a high crime area, decides she want to move somewhere else to the suburb. I saw this in Chicago. I saw bitches move from Chicago to the suburb called Lansing and to a suburb called shit, I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, let's use Lansing. So she moved to Lansing, and then 5 years later, after all the chicks find out that Lansing taking Section 8, Lansing is as gutter as the south side of Chicago. And everybody like, how? But I see how, because they taking their shooting ass sons out there, and they inviting all them shooting ass niggas they was fucking in the hood to come out there and lay up. So now they're creating the same chaos. Everywhere black women go, there's chaos. I don't think y'all really understand that shit. I go to all type of small towns all across America, man. I was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, man, and every black dude in there was from somewhere else, and it was peaceful as shit. Like doors open, like you ain't gotta lock your doors at night. You know what I'm saying? Barely no car theft. Like it's no violence. If it's a murder, it's like 2 murders a year. Like it's real ill shit. Cause there ain't no black women. It's black dudes out there trying to chase white girls. Ain't no black women. You know what I'm saying? Ain't number beige babies because niggas out there fucking. But it's one of them cities. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them cities where like they had a semi-pro football team or basketball team. It was a Sioux Falls Steel Sharks football team. So all the football niggas go out there and smash the white girls. They got beige babies everywhere, but it's peaceful. If you add black women, everything goes to shit quick, quick, because they untrained. They just do shit. They just horrible human beings. And motherfuckers think I be tripping. I'm not fucking tripping. When you take a Chicago or LA or New York or Detroit nigga outside of Chicago, LA, New York, and Detroit and plant them anywhere else, they the coolest niggas on earth. So why in the fuck is the crime rate and the violence and shit so
And don't
motherfucking
sleep on Memphis niggas, man.
Memphis? Nah, I ain't fucking on Memphis. Memphis niggas. This is some other shit. He said Austin loves beige babies. Shout out to Austin. Austin does love beige babies, bro. I know quite a few niggas that slid down to Austin, Texas, bro. But they beige babies is black and Mexican. They got black skins. They don't really have black and white. They got a bunch of black skins. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And here's another thing. Mitch said some shit, ill shit. He said, black mom, black man plus white woman equals beige babies and peace. But it doesn't work the other way, Mitch. That's how you know it's black women. If you have a mixed child and it's a black dad and a white mom, the girl is cool as shit. If you have the same situation but it's a black mom and a white dad, the girl will be toxic as fuck because they learn womanhood from the mother. Like I say it all the time. If she has a white mom, she's suicidal. If she has a black mom, she's homicidal. Like you got to worry about the mixed chicks either way. But the mixed chicks with the white mom, they just like, oh my god, my life is so horrible. I just need a hug. I wanna do sleeping pills. Like they hurt
Yeah,
themselves.
I've been around some messed up white chicks, bro. I done dealt with some white chicks
Oh,
I mean, goddamn. I mean, but they got different kinds of issues, though.
yeah, they got different kinds of issues. All girls is crazy. Every single if she got a pussy, she
No,
got
they got different types of issues. Like I'm
but they
talking
got
about the
different types
bitch
of issues.
father rich as hell, but she lives with her mom, and her mom's like, yo, bro, I'm talking about like you you can hear the phone conversations. The bitch over here, you just try she hang, you know what I mean? Y'all kicking her mom's caller. She put it on speakerphone because I guess she wants you to hear, and her mom's just talking on. I remember I used to fucking this white bitch. I forget her name. It was like Tina, Lisa, some shit like that. Bitch was bad as fuck, bro. She was like half Italian and half Puerto Rican. Her daddy was Puerto Rican and her mom's is Italian. Bro, her mom's was mean as fuck, bro. Like there was times when I had to take the phone from her, like and like just like level out, like mommy, it's cool. Like I got her everything all right. Like you know what I mean. Like ask her what she need type shit. Like mommy, everything all right. But it wasn't about that. It's just that is how that they just had a dysfunctional relationship like that. Like, and I know black chicks would have slapped their moms for like the way that like eventually would have got tired of that shit. It wouldn't just be and look, bro. Man, look. I don't know how to call it, man, but I see I'm following the narrative. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
As the patriarchs of the community, well, yeah, could you call? I don't even know if we could assume that title of this. I mean, we on the come up, but yeah, as the kings, as the generals, as the patriarchs, as the men, the fathers, the brothers, you know what I mean, the guards, you know. eh, Is the what do you think needs to be done at this point? Because you got a lot of insight and perspective on man. You got this shit wrapped up in a motherfucking blanket, man.
30 years ago, Tupac had a quote. 30 years ago, Tupac said, "I don't feel comfortable around the blacks or the whites." He said, I got too much money to hang around niggas,
Hmm.
but I can afford to hang around white people, but I don't feel comfortable in this setting because I don't feel like I belong." And I understood what he meant. What he meant is there was a cultural difference, right?
Hmm.
So the answer is simple as you create a spot with your own culture. It's not even. It costs a couple dollars, but it don't cost no much more than what niggas spending on a Tahoe. Fucking Tahoe is $100,000 now. So it don't really cost more than a car, and you can set up your own place and space where you can be the person. Here's the thing: women fuck the logo. That's all women fuck. Women fuck the logo. So when they go to the job and they try to fuck their boss, they fucking the logo because they feel like this is a person of authority. This is a person of power. When they go out and they fuck athletes, they fucking the marketing. They still fucking the logo. They fucking the NBA, NFL logo. This nigga just happen to have a logo because that logo represents wealth. Women fuck the logo. when men decide they're gonna create their own logo and not just I'm going on my own way and I'm gonna do me and I got a couple dollars and maybe I'll find a French girl that like me back. When they say, fuck that shit, dog, we tribed up. Bitches gonna fuck the tribe. Four corner hustlers got bitches that only fuck four corner hustler niggas. These bitches gangbang like niggas. GD's got Sisters of the Struggle. Fucking
Yeah.
Blackstones got Sister
No
Stone.
motive for the team. We team
Everybody,
players.
everybody. Once you establish it, once you establish your type of tribe, every bitch gonna suck the tribe dick. That the shit that y'all worry about is because y'all playing games in another person's system, and they could change the rules of that system at any time because it's their system. You set up your own system and your life will be easy. It's not gonna be perfect because nothing is perfect, but then you're gonna have regular problems. You're not gonna have colored problems. Y'all got toddler daycare problems. That shit is not natural. This shit is not normal. The problems that y'all can't even be the men that y'all supposed to be because these bitches is so horrible. I got a friend who has a beautiful home right now. This is his fourth house, yo. Third house. His third house. He been divorced twice. So every time he got divorced, he lost the house. You know what I'm saying? He got
Hold
a,
up. What was that last part?
you know what I'm saying? He been divorced twice. Every time he get divorced, he lose a crib. And he got him a man. Now he's starting over at 45 years old. Got his own shit. Talking about, man, I just bust bitches down. Now I'm never gonna be in love again. So think about, I love his new crib, but think about how much further he would have been if he would have been able to keep the same house he bought in 2004. That's almost 20 years ago. He'd be 18 years into his mortgage, and you know what I'm saying? He had a 15-year mortgage. So he'd have been finished paying for that bitch. All the money he had now to be stacked. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it. He'd have been buying the second, the third truck already. And goddamn it, he know his kids were straight because his wife would have been straight. But instead, goddamn it, every time he get married, the bitch want to suck another dick on the side. His first wife got pregnant by the side nigga. He divorced her. The second bitch ironically got pregnant by the side nigga. He divorced her. But they still got the house. He can't even play fair. He can't even do the right thing.
Yeah,
When you
yeah, yeah. He
when you
fucked. Yeah, he screwed in the game.
yeah, when you
Like,
let he's still good, but he could have been great. He could have been one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? Every if you give me a story of fucked upness, I can point to a toddler or a crooked cop in every story of fucked upness. Any story of niggas falling off, I can point to a toddler or a crooked cop. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is you remove the agency of toddlers and you set up your own police force because it's your own shit. And then you don't have to worry about the cops. Only the feds I fear. You know what I'm saying? You pay Rome what is wrong, make sure the feds get their cut, man. You just live your life. But y'all keep trying to play these games in all these big cities. These are big city problems because big cities fund the terrorists. They fund these toddlers. They don't fund toddlers in small towns like that. You know what I'm saying?
I've lived this. I've passed through. Yeah, you know, been on the road. You know how I be, man. You're traveling man yourself, man. You know how I be. You know, you run across different places where niggas, you know what I mean? They ain't like where you from. And you be like, damn. That people, you know what I mean? Sometimes it be nice, sometimes it be a little more bass backwards and shit.
Man, no doubt. But I'm gonna shut this stream down, man. I ain't trying to do these Black Histories too long. But tomorrow we're gonna talk about 21st century vote. I'm gonna show
So
y'all
what time
niggas
coming on?
4:30 Central, so 5:30 your time.
Yo, send me the yo, bro. Your ass do not be on your Instagram is not popping, bro. You got to
I
get
know,
on
right?
Instagram
I'm gonna get
more.
on IG, man. I'm gonna get on IG. I might
Yeah,
set that up.
because I don't really be on Instagram like that. Like, but like, what I be like, I've been checking for like because I be moderating and all that shit, and I fuck with all the big, you know what I mean, big
I'm gonna get.
dogs and
I'm
shit.
gonna get.
So
I'm gonna try to
that's
get
I
Mystery
communicate
my
with
nigga.
most of them niggas,
I'm
like
gonna try to.
Minister Jaff and Mr. Palm and Good Bread and all them niggas. Like that's how I stay in tune with them niggas. Niggas got me back on Instagram.
That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna fuck with the IG.
Gail and all them. Hey, you know what you need to do, bro? You need to motherfucking fuck with pick me chicks, man. Cause I got an issue with them.
Pick
I
me
don't give a
chicks
fuck
ain't
how
real.
bad them bitches is and
Pick me chicks ain't
how
real. We'll talk about another day. But
exactly.
but
That's
pick me.
nah, man.
They not
It's
real
true.
though.
I ain't launched my show yet, man. But yeah, I would, man. Look, I ain't even telling some it's good bread yet, man. You the first to hear it, man. But I need to keep it for myself. You know what I mean? That could be a good.
Tell Good Bread. Matter of fact, I'll email Good Bread.
Yeah, yeah. You holler at him how you holler at him, man. That's my dude, man.
We'll do a
He
pick
hit
me
me up
show.
early too.
We'll do a pick me show. I tell Good Bread, let's do a pick me show. But yeah, man. I'm gonna shut this one down, man. So as always,
All right,
man.
but thanks for having me on, man. Good
Man,
salute to the chat, man. I ain't even checking on the chat yet. But
man, love
shit,
it.
you've been getting a lot of, you've been
I'm
getting a lot of
trying,
love.
man. Give me to 1,000, man. Love each other as you love
Yeah.
yourself. Feed the pack.